How to make an indoor greenhouse. Welcome to my channel. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. So we're gonna start with using a shelves. Then at the bottom of the shelf, I flip the shelf over, and at the bottom of the shelf, I'm putting in a little bit of insulation, which is bubble wrap. I'm gonna put the bubble wrap, then I'm gonna use a double-sided tape to hold the bubble wrap at the bottom so that it prevents cool air from coming from the bottom of from the floor into the little the mini greenhouse or the small greenhouse I'm gonna build indoors. So we're gonna put the bubble wrap there, then we're gonna just seal it with our double-sided tape here. So once we have our double-sided tape, we're just gonna put a layer of plastic paper to cover it and seal it. Once the bottom of the shelf is sealed, we're gonna flip it over, and then we're gonna start adding the rest of the various layers of the shelf. Then we cover it with plastic. So I'm using an old shelf that I had in my greenhouse, so that's why it has some dirt on it. But instead of buying a new shelf, I'm just using this old 4-tier shelf that I had in my greenhouse. This shelf, I use plastic because it's much better than wood, because it's not gonna absorb the moisture, and so plastic is, I think it's much better in terms of what I'm doing with the greenhouse, the little greenhouse that I'm trying to put together. I'll try to see if I can put the links to some of the items that I'm gonna use below the video, so that way, just in case you wanna do the same, easy for you to get same items. But we're just gonna continue now by putting the double-sided tape the first two sides of the shelf before I start covering it with plastic. So what I'm using for covering is the window insulation kit. The window insulation kit comes with the double-sided tape and the plastic that I'm gonna use to do the greenhouse. So I'm just gonna peel out the double-sided tape from the first two sides, then I'll put the plastic over it. And like I said, this is gonna be the back side, which is gonna be completely sealed off. I'm not gonna be able to open this side, but the other side, which is gonna be the front, has to be made in such a way that I can open it regularly to either water the plants or harvest or do other changes. Also, one important thing I forgot to mention was to make sure that you put the lights, all the lights and the connections that you're gonna need, tie them all together in the shelves before you start sealing the outside of the shelf. So make sure you put in the lights and tie it together. Put in the timer and the cables for the power, so that way once you seal it, everything is gonna be completely sealed, and everything, you're not gonna try to go in there and try to tie anything together. So once that is done, then you can start putting plastic around the shelves. Once I'm done sealing this side, I'm gonna flip it around and start doing the other side that has to be covered. So what I'm gonna do now is to seal the cable in place, or tape the cable. I'll use duct tape to tape the cable in place, so that way once I seal that side of the shelf is gonna be completely sealed and air is not gonna go through. And so right here I seal it with double-sided tape, so all the power I need inside is already inside. The lights are inside, the timer is already in there, the grow light is already in there. So now all I have to do is peel out the double-sided tape, and then start securing the plastic on that side of the shelf. This side is gonna be completely sealed. I'm not gonna be opening this side, so both sides of this shelf are gonna be completely sealed. So now I'm just gonna put the plastic up there and seal it before we go to the next step, which is the front. So now I'm just pulling the plastic, having something to hold the plastic up there, so that way I can make sure that it fits completely and it goes around the shelf. So once I have something holding it up there, like a piece of tape or rubber, I can secure it at the bottom and secure it on the side, and then I can start working on the front of the shelf. So now we just have to secure it, then seal that side completely before we start working on the front, which is the doorway. So now it's secured. Let me just show you this. This is the timer I have in there. With this timer, I can set the grow light to come on anytime I want. Usually, I set it to come on at night for about 5 to 6 hours. That's good enough for the plant to grow. In here, I have put aluminum foil on the sides, and at the bottom, it's gonna reflect the light back into the plant, so it's gonna help it get more light. So I use double-sided tape to secure the aluminum foil at the bottom, then use duct tape to do it on the side. So this is gonna help at least maintain. So now I have some plants in there just to make sure that everything fits well. So I put all my plants, and the last step will be to put Velcro on the sides to hold the plastic in place and seal it completely. So as you see, I have some plants in there that I have cut, and some plants that I took from the greenhouse since the temperature outside was getting too cold for me to continue growing it in the greenhouse outside. It's gonna be much cheaper to grow in this shelf than to heat the whole greenhouse. So I got some Velcro, and I'm gonna put Velcro on the sides where the plastic is gonna wrap towards. So I'm just gonna try to see if I can put some Velcro on the sides. I tried putting it on top, but it wasn't gonna hold it properly. Was gonna create space, so I decided to just do it on the sides instead. So I'm gonna put about four Velcros on the sides over here that are gonna hold the plastic in place, and it's gonna keep it sealed. So now I just have to peel the tape from the Velcro and just stretch the plastic so that it sticks to the Velcro and it holds the plastic in place. So I'm gonna do the same for all the four Velcros I have on this side of the shelf. So stick the top and the rest of them, and that way it's gonna hold the plastic in place. Try to put the Velcro at least 5 inches away from the bend of the shelf. So the mini greenhouse now is completely sealed, and so all you have to do to open it is pull the Velcro out like that, and I can have access to the greenhouse, and I can water the plants and do other stuff. Then when I'm done, I can just pull the plastic and snap it on the Velcro, and it's all set, it's all done. So hopefully this video helps you out if you're intending to have a greenhouse like this, either to start seeds or to keep your tropical plants indoors. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Also, welcome any ideas. If you have any great ideas on how I can improve this, please just don't forget to leave it below. I'm sure I and other people will be happy to get some different ideas on how to do improve on this greenhouse. So hopefully this helps you out. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, And don't forget to share and have a fabulous day.